A lot of people here, without doubt, know more about baptism than I do. There's a lot of people here who probably understand everything I'm about to say but don't believe a word of it. And there's probably people who have big questions but don't know where to go with them. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, so this is quite a big challenge, what do I do? And as I was praying about it, I kind of realised actually I don't need to do a talk for any of you today. Today is about Emma and it's about God, and that was the thing I've struggled with mostly. And I've struggled because baptism isn't about religion, it's about something you do, and the biggest thing about it is that actually it's already happened. I really wanted to start by asking a few people to share some real life examples. Emma's like, what are you doing? To share some real life examples.
Man, you all look very scary from up here. Especially you, Adrian Barnes, actually. Okay, I was thinking last night about what I was going to say. And it turned out to be a 4-page epistle. So I promise to keep this as short and sweet as I can.
Have a stronger, perfect.
And I'm not going to do a little dance. But I hope that you'll gain some encouragement from
Ever lives and pleads for.
Seek first your kingdom and radiate love to everyone she meets. For your glory, Lord, fall in this place today and always. Amen.
Tears and laughter, silly problems and slightly more serious ones, which has always had time for me. Having Emma in my life, I can't imagine not having the person we can go to whenever the situation. Oh, sorry. And they all make time for me.
God has always placed within Emma an ability to understand people. Even if she hasn't experienced something, she will try to understand what it feels like. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. And that no matter what results come from exams, God has everything under control and we have to trust it. But this has taken some of the stress out of waiting for results and so much control. One day we'll shine like precious jewels because we stood the test. Not understanding all these ways, yet knowing you do what's best.
My name is graven on his hands. My name is written.
Relationship with God. The first thing that came to my mind was that Emma's got such a big heart.
He stands, no time.
One thing that really comes to mind, a couple of years ago I went with Emma to Montenegro with a Samaritan's Purse. On one of the last days we were there, we went to this campsite, and it was actually a waste tip where all these refugees were living, and there was a van load of shoe boxes to give to these kids. And as the shoe boxes were running out, the actual area was starting to get unnecessary. There was Emma in the midst of the crowd with sort of 2 or 3 kids, really scruffy, dirty kids, and she was just giving them the time. That's our end. Thank you.
Satisfied to look on him and pardon me, to look on him and
Emma, you're an amazing young woman, and it really is a privilege to know you, and I know that virtually everybody here would say that. But one of the things I wanted to say to you, I hope your life is full of excitement and joy and love and passion beyond anything you can imagine now. But at the risk of your dad jumping over the bench and punching me in the face, I also hope that your life is full of suffering, and I hope that your life is full of conflict, and I hope that it's full of pain and tears, not because I don't like you, but because that's where Jesus is as well. I hope that when Jesus said to his disciples, I'm going to go to the cross, I'm going to be murdered, Peter turned around and said, no you're not, don't say that wouldn't happen to you. And Jesus just said, get lost. That will happen to me. You have to believe that's going to happen to me. And for Jesus, he experienced God, he met with God, and he achieved so many things in that place. So for you, I hope your life is full of struggle as you live in a world that has rejected God and that actually rejects people that don't want God, or sorry, that do want God. I hope that your life is full of tears and heartache as you come to love the world he made just 1/10 of the way that he does. I hope that you experience conflict as you try and live out his love and are his love to people who don't know him and they don't want you in return. I hope that you experience discomfort and pain as Jesus pushes you to the limit of what you think is possible and then asks you to do more as well, because I'm pretty sure he's going to. Jesus is in love and he is in joy and he is in passion, but he's also in pain and he's also in tears. And I really hope that you don't shy away from those, but you go towards those with him. And I hope that he speaks to you today and you walk away knowing him a little bit better, that you walk away with a deeper assurance of who he is and how he feels about you.
In a recent sermon we were asked if we were Christians and we hadn't been yet baptised, what were we waiting for? And I couldn't think of a decent answer. All I came up with, what if I'm not ready and what if it's not my time? To me these are pretty poor, because I was thinking, what about me? Is it my time and not God's? And I haven't been more excited since deciding on getting baptised. So I'm here today to make a public commitment to show that being baptised is declaring who I'm putting first in everything I do. I chose to be baptised at Sizewell in the sea because this is where I really first felt I had a God who loves and cares for me, whatever my past held. And finally, I want to thank you so much for coming today. It means a lot that you've come, and I hope you have a special day too. So thank you.
Truly in God, and that's what I'd just say and encourage you to keep doing. Delight yourself in him and in him alone, and everything else falls into place. So if you guys would all like to stand up, we're going to be heading down to the water.